Howdy, howdy, this is Blue Otter. Today we're playing Blueprints, Day 2. Starting with 50 steps again. Do we still have... Okay, is this the same? Is this the same letter? Yes, this is the same letter. Okay. So same thing. So if you completely forget, we've still got the basic instructions. That's good. Let's go in. So we start with the foyer again. And what are we going to draft? I've still got my notes. So we have a hallway, a spare room, and a nook. Nook would get us a key right away. I think I'm going to go for the key. We're going to go for the key. So +1 key. Anything else? What is this? Is this? That's journal noteworthy. Okay. I wonder if that just appears in the second room, if that's always in the nook. All right, let's go to the next one. We have a chapel, a guest room, or a corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. So we're gonna go down the corridor. So on the one hand, it's nice because, you know, like if you left the game for a little bit, you come back in, you're still gonna start the day over as if you had nothing. But just if you have notes, then you can kind of continue the story. All right, so we have the chapel. Pantry, chapel. Okay, so here's something is if I were to select the chapel, which I think I'm gonna select the chapel, if we don't have money, do we still lose money? So that's... No. Okay, so if I don't have any money... I do not lose anything. Let's see. Do I want to? Yeah, we could go ahead and maybe see if we can close this off. We have a bedroom, a storeroom, and a guest room. Storeroom would be nice. We would get a key, a gem, and a coin, but the second we come back into the chapel, we're going to lose the coin anyway. Bedroom would allow us to possibly loop back around, but I'm not too concerned about that because this is a dead end corner anyway. So I think the wiser one's going to be to do the storeroom. Where we're going to get +1 key, plus a gem, and then ± a coin. Because we're gonna lose the coin anyway, so there's no point in really even picking it up. There's the key, and there's the gem. All right, deep. There goes my coin. So here we have the parlor, which would get us a few gems, the spare room or the patio, which would spread gems into each green room, but I don't have any green rooms. So I'm thinking we're gonna do the... I want to do the patio, but we probably should do the parlor. You know what? We're going to do the no, because the patio is going to require a gem. gonna spread that to each green room, but I don't have any green rooms. So we're gonna go to the parlor. Where we're going to, let's see, collect that. I believe, yep, there's the wind-up key, which we've already got a picture of, so I don't need to take that. This is, I believe, the same, yeah. Same statements. Hold on. Go back and look at that real quick. One box. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will be always at least one box that displays false statements. Only one box has a prize and the other two are always empty. Okay. The black box the box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the blue box. This box is the black box. Out of curiosity, I just want to see something because that one, last time I picked the blue one. I'm curious if there is a if there's a trend. We have the wind-up key, and then we have a puzzle. So which one? Okay, this box is the black box. That's false. This box is the blue box. That's also false. The box that claims to be black has the gems. Has the gems. Okay. This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. This box, the box that claims to be black, has the gems. Hold on. At least one box is a prize. The other two are always empty. There will be at least one box that displays only true statements. It will be at least. Okay, but it doesn't say. Let me go back and read real quick. So Mitchell loves again. Mentioned you'd rather play some years back. You pressed me to write. Yeah, I was looking to see if he has. So what I'm thinking is there will always be at least one box that displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box that displays false statements. So it's the box that's true is the one you're going for, not necessarily the one that's correct. So the box that claims to be black has the gems. So this is the true box. So if that's the true statement, it has to be the blue again. I am 2 for 2, and that is a streak that is not going to last. Okay. Where are we? Okay, we're going to here. We have the dining room. Yeah, if I can ever reach rank 8. The pantry money would be good. So let's go with the pantry. We have a banana. She gave us 3 steps. So if an apple... I believe the apple gave us 2. This one we had a banana, and that gave 3 steps. Where is... Oh, okay, I guess I already got the coins. All right, going on. We have the hallway, the guest room, and the bedroom. Hallway would be good as it would give equal vantage points to both rooms. Bedroom would get us steps, but we really don't need... I mean, the guest bedroom would also do that too. Let's do the hallway. Oh, we got... Is this... Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So west wing... Doors, I'm just gonna say locked. Okay. So here we have security commissary. That I don't have a lot of money for the commissary. Security would be good. Let's do the commissary. Okay. Considering I'm not getting anything off of this, is that... Still can't see. Okay, that looks like that starts with an S. Oh, okay, so let's look at this. So if we have terminal password. Starts with an S. All right, what fine items do we have today? We have the a gem, 1 for 3, salt shaker, a shovel, and 1 key for 10. Well, if I can get the locksmith, I can get a much better price. But this gives us access to the shovel. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a key. We have a den. I wasn't really able to find, because it says you may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room, but I couldn't really find that. Spare room is empty, but the den is going to have a gem. So we can do that, and that's plus 1 gem. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Fantastic. Yeah, the some of the art styles, because I remember like right over here there was that painting or that picture that had like where we were. Let's go up. We have now we can access security again. The dark room or utility closet. Let's do security. I know it's going to cost a gem, but there we go. We come over here. What? Okay, we've got everything. Let's go back to the main menu. Keycard system. Set level. Let's go to low. And change offline to unlocked. Okay, and I still haven't gotten the code. I do have the safe code if we ever find that. What is this? The security door. The security door is locked by electronic key card. I thought key card system. Oh, maybe I still need... Okay, so if I turn off the power... Okay. So if I manage to get the power turned off, like if I got the utility closet again, I could turn off the power, then I'd be able to go through that door. What is this? Let's see. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Keycard access doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. And this is that staff notice one again. And there's security tapes. Okay. Okay, so here is the courtyard. Which I think we're going to do. Because then if I can get a shovel, there's the sledgehammer. Okay, so security, we also have a secured door. Well, if we go up, we have the observatory, so we get +1 star. That would give us a 2nd star. So yeah, I think we're gonna do the observatory again. This would be our 2nd time. And there we go. Can we see? The twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Sweet. I think that's it. If we can... Yeah, we could do this. Locked. Sure. Kitchen, food for sale, but I don't have any gems. A West Hall. Be interesting if that unlocks there. And then we also have the guest bedroom, which would give us an additional 10 steps. This one would be really cool. I think we're going to do the West Hall. Okay, so that one, it unlocked that door. That's good to know. Where did the West Wing Hall? And I'm pretty sure, I think this is the one that's locked. Rarity stand. Okay, yeah, it's locked. I don't have any keys. Okay, so we can go straight through to the commissary. Hold on. Is there anything else? We could go... No, I take it back. We can do... Yeah, let's go down here into the courtyard, across the way. I just need like a couple more coins so I can get the shovel. And that's also locked. Okay. But I can go, if I can get back to the front entrance. Yeah, because the shovel is just 2 more than what I've got. And that's locked. Everything's locked. And there goes one of my coins. Which way do I go? I need to go straight. Here. And then we're gonna go back in here. There we are. A key card. Opens electronically powered security doors. Okay, that's good to have. We also got another gem. More ivory dice and more coins. Perfect. I am running low on space. So let's go over here. We have the drawing room, closet, 2 items. Yeah, let's draft the drawing room. I know this is going to be a locked room anyway. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items. Okay, I think this didn't get us anything. Okay, if we can go back up here, we might be able to get all the way to level 8. I don't know if... Yeah, there's that. Let's go in here. Yeah, we're gonna pass through the commissary. Locked. No. Commissary this way. I want the shovel. Alright, which we're gonna... Looks to be useful for digging. Yeah, that's what we're gonna use it for. Let's see. We're gonna go straight... We have a rock not worth picking up. Is that a box? No, that's just an empty thing. Okay, but I want to get... Okay, we can just go through here. Oh, I don't have a key. I thought I had keys. Well, this might be a really short day. Those are all locked. The courtyard's locked. The hallway's locked. Yeah, we've got to get all the way back. Yeah, this is gonna be a short day. Guest bedroom 10. Locksmith, key for sale, but I don't have any money. We're gonna have to do the bedroom. so gain 2 steps. When it says whenever you enter this room. And there's the coin purse. Anything else? Nope, nothing else. I just want to see something if we can. That's 3, 4. Nope. Oh, because okay, yeah. Basically, you don't get anything extra out of that. There's a spare room, lavatory, and closet. We could try the spare room. And that's just gonna go across. We're not gonna, I don't think there's anything in here. Secret patches leads to a room of a color of your choice, but I don't have, okay, secret passage would be really cool. But I don't have a gem, so I can't do that. The boudoir would be okay, but it doesn't really get me anything extra. So I'm gonna re-roll because I've got some dice. We have a dining room. Closet, breaker box. So this would be really good to get through security doors if you don't have it. We're gonna do the dining room. Granted, we don't have anything in here. Let's intimate and warm room with a large dining table boasting a serving tray with a silver dome cover. Dinner is served in here each evening. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay, so I have to reach rank 8 and then get this one. Lavatory is the only one I can get and it doesn't get me anything, so let's go ahead and re-roll. The guest bedroom or the bunk room, this counts as 2 bedrooms. We're gonna go with, I think we're gonna have to go with the bunk room again. Counts as 2 bedrooms, so I thought that meant that we would be able to get more points. Ooh, 2 keys. Fantastic. I'm not gonna be able to use them. 2 keys. Okay, I don't think we have anything else we can do, and that's gonna be it. Yeah. You've used all of your steps and must call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion, must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little bit different. Yeah. I knew that was coming. Hey, we had a really long first day, so second day, I'm good with that. West facing cottage, west wing favored. Yeah. I did not pay too much attention to what each one of these different ones were. I should probably take a picture of this one too. Total rooms 20, rank reached 17, steps taken 61, items found 4. So let's go on to day 3. This game's going to be addicting. Okay. New day. Same letter. You know what? Let's start over here. All right, we've got a den, a storeroom, and a corridor. Storeroom would start us off with a little bit of something. So I think, you know, we're at the beginning. I think that's fine. It's not like we're going to the storeroom and we've got to immediately step into the chapel and turn over the money that we found. All right, so that was, we had started at the foyer. Then we have the storeroom. We have key, gem, and a coin. Okay. Yeah, because that's it for there. Let's come over here. Utility closet, closet, or hallway. Let's try to not do something that's a dead end. Let's do the hallway. We have the guest room, the parlor, and the utility. Burger box. I think we're gonna do the parlor again. See if I can be 3-0. Let's go grab the key. All right, what are our statements? This box contains gems. The other 2 boxes contains gems. Okay, so that one's false. All 3 boxes contains gems. That one's also got to be false, so it's got to be this box contains gems. That makes it the black one. And that was 2 gems. Before we had 2 gems, and here we had 2 gems. Okay. All right, so I think that is it for... Oh, coin purse. Fantastic. All right. Let's go through here. We have the secret passage leads to a room of color of your choice. Let's do this. Okay. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Corridor. I'm curious what the secret passage is like. So let's test that one out. Secret passage. Because we have the gem. Oh. We have Gold Sink, Red Rover. I think it's these. The Halls of Holly. Okay, so there are 5 books. There is a yellow, a green, a purple, a red, and I guess this is really more of an orange. And then that one is yellow. Lead to a room of color of your choice. Let's do green. Oh, okay. So okay, so then it drafts cards in those colors. Let's pull that up in color. More likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. Special cost bypassed is the courtyard. Ooh, yeah, let's do... Let's do the veranda. Part of this is just I want to see. Part of it is I want to see the rooms. Anything in here? Oh, there's a gem. If we can get a shovel, we've got two things that we can dig up. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Needs a pond though. All right, let's go in here. We have a drawing room, we have a den, and a nook. Now basically it amounts to, because I'm going to take either the nook or the den, it amounts to, do I want a key or do I want a gem? I think I'm going to go with the den. Because that's going to give me more options for movement. And there's my gem. Look around. There's an ampersand. All right, we have a pantry, a nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. Or pantry is get 4. So either a dead end. Let's do the nursery. Because then that gets plus 5 steps when we draft a bedroom. Anything in here? There is, oh, lucky rabbit foot. Greater chance of finding items. That will be helpful. Find items. We actually have, I have a little, I call him my yard bunny. Just a little bunny that just hangs out in the backyard. Got like I think it's like a little small group of them. I don't know what a group of bunnies is called. But He was just sitting on my, I went out yesterday and one of them was just sitting on my porch and I just couldn't get over how tiny their little feet were. It was so adorable. Let's go straight here. Commissary, items for sale. This would be really good if we can get a shovel. But we don't have money. Tab. But I think I want to get the commissary anyway. Because if it does have a shovel, then I can get the I can go back and grab that from the veranda. It does have a shovel. The shovel was 6 coins. Okay. Sleeping mask. Okay, so we have this now. Does it... Anything else? Anything more? Closer? No? And it's locked. Let's look and see. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let's go ahead and use a key. Courtyard, yeah, we're gonna do, we'll have to use a pantry. Or I could use the chapel. I'll lose the coin that I've got. Yeah, we'll do that. There's my coin. All right, that one is blocked off. All right, we have... Okay, the bedroom would be really good to draft because I will get an additional 5. So I think that's going to make the most sense is to get the bedroom. Because that will be whenever you enter, gain 2 steps. But we also gained an additional 5. And we got 3 coins. Oh, there's the tiger. Yeah, I feel like it's the same dozen paintings or so. All right, let's go here. We do not have any coins. Well, we don't have any keys and we're one less short 1 coin. Yeah, so I've got to go all the way back. Yeah, that was the secret passage. All right, so here is the drawing room. Pantry would get us more coins. Pantry would get us enough coins that we could get the shovel. Drawing room, I still haven't been able to figure out. Utility closet, I'm not quite ready to go in that route. So let's get the pantry. That's gonna get us... That should get us some more coins. Yeah, so that's plus 4 coins. And we get an apple. And it's locked off there. So that's plus 2 steps right there. Okay. So honestly, I think if we go back to the commissary. Here. We'll grab the shovel. Which was, yeah, 6 coins. And then we'll go back to the veranda. Which is this way. And we've got things. Okay, we got a coin. Hold on. Making a note. That was dig spots. We had a coin. And over here, we had another coin. So that's times 2. Okay, so 2 coins. I'm not sure that was really worth it, but we already did that one. So the only one that we've got left is we've got this one and the one up in the bedroom that's actually locked. So if we don't get a key, and we have the courtyard, which I think is what we're gonna have to do. Yeah, so we'll do the courtyard. Never mind, because I don't have the coins. Okay, let's get closet then. Is the only other thing I can do. Yeah, because I don't have any dice. So that is closet. Ah. We have a key and then we have a dice. And dice. Okay. That's it. Okay, so the only thing we have left is going back to that bedroom. So we'll go back here. We're gonna knock off a coin when we go through the chapel. Let me make sure we've got, yeah, bedroom right here. And we're gonna use this room. Lock. Okay, kitchen, food for sale, or corridor. I'm thinking the corridor. I mean, we've got 24 steps, and so we're not really... First off, we don't have a gym, so we can't even get the kitchen to begin with. Spare room is going to be basically empty, but the corridor is always going to be unlocked. We have security, which we don't have. Coat check. Check one item and retrieve it another day. I think we're going to do the coat check. Let me... Fiddling with my journal. So this is the... Coat check. I probably don't need to take notes quite so detailed on the... All right, we can check an item or retrieve an item. If we check an item, okay, I have not had too many issues with getting the shovel. But I know that I've seen several friends that have gone through and played this and they need the shovel and they don't have a shovel. I'm gonna go with a lucky rabbit's foot. So I'm making a note. That's what I'm putting in there. You can retrieve this item on any day you have a coat check in your house. Okay. That's good to note. Now the house is completely trapped. So I can't do anything else in the house. What we can do, I'm probably going to regret not doing the shovel. If we make it all the way back here, because you can make it and go outside, and there is some stuff you can do outside. Oh, we can make a wish. So, fountain can make wish. Sure, let's... Is that it? I lost a coin for that. This is the grounds, sorry. Which I guess I did that on my first day too. Because we went back to, we went over to the campsite. Because that has, yeah, campsite. Okay, let's go. Can we go through here? Oh. Is it locked? I guess it's locked. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to call it a day. There's something over here? Ooh. Ooh, we have... Looks like a mine. That is... a cliff you don't want to go over. Waterfall. Clipping tree. Here we go. Look at that vertigo. Look at how far down that goes. What is over here? Ooh, we have a underground passage. Kind of dark, covered with boxes. Okay. Still part of the grounds. We're just exploring. Okay. Good to note. There's a bird bath. I can just call it a day and go in there, and we will, but I wonder what's this way. Is there, can we go through this door, or is that, nope. All right, we go back to, oh, here's another, I think those are part of the, some of the items that you can permanently unlock. Yep. Campsite. All right, let's go ahead and yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Did we go to, when did we go to, oh no, we went to the observatory yesterday. Okay, this was day 3. All right. So yeah, we've got steps left over, but I can't do anything else. So we're just going to, we're going to call it here. Let's call it a day and find out what, yeah, we just got to call it. East facing cottage. Total rooms 16, rank reached 7, steps taken 57, items found 3, and new rooms 4. But that's going to do it for today. So thank you for watching. Have an utterly fantastic day, and see you next time.